Senator. But Americans for Prosperity, we have state chapters across the country, from Oregon to Florida and everywhere in between. Those chapters are working with Tea Party allies, with AFP activists, and our state directors, who are really the lifeblood of this organization. And one of the very early state directors, he's been with us almost from the start. He's a great leader. If you're from New Jersey, I guarantee you, you know him. Welcome, Steve Lonegan!
We're gathered here today in the one place in the nation, the one place in the world, where the rights that are endowed to us by our Creator must be upheld. The one place in the universe where the laws made by man to defend the rights of us as individuals must be interpreted, must be upheld or rejected, and Obamacare must be rejected. You come here today from across the country with a message: hands off my health care. But that message, that slogan, this message is far too powerful to be articulated with a simple slogan. It goes way beyond that. It goes to the very core of our American principles. It even goes beyond the government's intervention into the most intimate of our affairs, our very private health care. It determines the role the federal government will play in our very lives. Whether or not the federal government, established of the people, by the people, and for the people, can intrude into our health care, can empower government bureaucrats to use coercion to ration our health care, can intervene in the decisions between us, our parents, our children, and into our very lives. What's at stake here, my friends, what's at stake here is freedom. For the last 240 years, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, millions have died on the field of battle to obtain the very freedoms and liberties that are endowed in us by nature and nature's God. Wrestled from the hands of tyrants and monarchs, of kings, of queens, of dictators and rulers, here in this nation for the first time in the history of mankind. Simply put, what's at stake here in this case is freedom. Freedom from a government that will intervene in our health care, freedom of government that will intervene in our affairs, freedom of a government that wants to control our families, freedom from a government that wants to control our very lives. Why are we here today? Freedom! What's at stake today?